Is it okay? Why is it that the Democrat Party, the donkey party, loves to position minorities in a place where they lord over us and keep us subservient to their system? The only system that's truly harming and endangering minorities in this country is the Democrat Party.
What the left got wrong about black men is simple. They thought we wanted to be victims. We don't. We want to be providers, builders, fathers, leaders. They thought dependency was compassion. It wasn't. Generational welfare didn't build wealth in our communities. It built generational poverty. They thought if they kept us focused on what was done to us, we would never look at what they were doing to us. But black men started doing the math. We looked at the schools. We looked at the crime. We looked at the broken homes. We looked at the 50 years of promises. Democrats, I'm talking to you. And then we looked at the results. The left got one thing fundamentally wrong. They thought black men could be managed. We can't. We think, we calculate, we lead. And when the party stops serving us, we leave. That's not betrayal. That's manhood. Share this.
You even had at the polling booth, you had a white Democrat sitting in the polling booth with a shotgun, a rifle, saying to the black man, "Nigga, you better vote Democrat today, or you're gonna die, and your family is gonna die."
We are mobilizing in New York. We have people going to the Republican districts and going after these Republicans who are voting for this and forcing them to either change their vote or face the consequences. This is a long, relentless fight that we fight every day. And I am confident that we will bring Trump's popularity, numbers, and strength down if we keep at it and keep at it and keep at it.
The more things change, the more things stay the same. Welcome back to the channel. I am your brother Wise. I appreciate you guys pulling up, man. We got a lot of clips to get into today, so I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time filibustering with you, but I will give you my thoughts as we go. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Many people don't want to talk about the full history of the inception of America. They want to pick apart the narrative and the story to keep us with a constant grievance.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want to make us angry.
Right.
They want the chip to be on our shoulder. And what I've seen is, in particular, the people who love to race bait and race hustle, they don't want to simply turn us against whites in general. They want to turn us against white Republicans in particular.
Right.
That's the message.
Right.
We have to cozy up with the white liberal. But we have to have an animus towards white Republicans. And I just don't share that viewpoint, and I'm glad that you don't as well.
I'm with both pastors, Bishop Wooden, as well as, Pastor Wu here. I'm with him. I don't share that sentiment either. And he's absolutely right, though. You get these folks out here that will tell you that, hey, we're not the bad whites, we're the good whites. But I am here to tell you that whatever a Democrat is telling you, think the opposite. If they're implementing a policy to bring down the cost of healthcare, just count on healthcare going up. If they're implementing a policy to make your cities or your neighborhoods safer, just automatically know that your neighborhoods are about to be worse off than what they already are. I'm just telling you. That's the MO. Whatever it is, they are the projection party. Whatever it is that they say the Republicans are doing, they are doing it. If they're telling you, hey, Republicans are racist, just know that it's them that feel like you are inferior to them, that you need them, and you can't make it without them. It's the truth. Let's keep going.
And people say what they want about MAGA. The white liberals are the real racists.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been to MAGA events. I've been to MAGA events. I've talked to MAGA people. I've talked to MAGA supporters. listen, the real racist ones are these white liberals and
It
these
is,
white
yeah.
Democrats.
I 100% agree. I've never gotten any racial comments from any
Yep,
Republican.
they come from
Besides-
they come
besides-
from them leftists, left and right.
I mean, did we not see liberals, up in certain areas, calling, black ICE agents the N-word with the hard R? Did we not hear, Toure, who is supposed to be a highly melanated individual, tell those same white liberals that it's okay to call those people N-words with the hard R? We have heard from liberals that, hey, y'all are good black people, but if you are a black conservative, you are nothing more than a white face of white supremacy, and that you're nothing more than, a Sambo, a rack, or, sellout, bootleg, you name it. You can hear it, and ultimately the N-word from those people. Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, besides clowns like
Uncle Tom.
yeah,
Space Pure people.
Oh, when you call yourself black,
Right.
like that,
Right.
they'll do themselves
Right.
black.
Right.
Like,
rarely
what,
see a lot of, like, listen, don't get me wrong, racism exists
You
in
like
all
that
different
Cardi B.
shapes or forms, but I don't really see a lot of racist MAGA people. I'm just gonna say that
They around.
I'm going to say I hadn't experienced that at all, to be honest with you. Honestly, Thomas Sowell, he said it, racism, it's almost dead. Democrats are doing everything that they can to keep it on life support, so much so that they're actually paying for it. They're paying to keep it going. So that right there in itself just lets you know that there's not enough racism to go around.
No, they're around, but they're not blatant and out with
They're
it.
like the white liberals.
The
not
liberals, the
blatant.
white Democrat liberals,
Mhm.
these motherfuckers are out in the open with the shit. I had one tell me, you voted for Trump, there's no way you're black. You know what I mean? He told me some shit I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know? I was confused all these years. You know what I mean? So yeah, the
I
white
know.
liberals are crazy.
But it's like anything else. Who is anybody to tell you what black is and what black is not?
Exactly.
You are black, so you
Yeah.
determine what that is.
This is off topic, so I would.
Yeah, but people need to understand and look at the history of the Democrat Party. As my brother Vince Everett Ellison would always say, and he always says it, they are the party of slavery. They are the party of Jim Crow. They are the party of redlining. And then you fast forward, they are the party of pregnancy terminations. They're the party of, gender mutilation of children. They are now the party of socialism, and eventually they'll be the Communist Party in this country. Look at their trajectory. They have always been an evil institution in this country. They've always been that. Nothing has changed. Seriously, nothing's changed with these people.
How is it plausible that Martin Luther King Jr., the biggest civil rights figure in history, would receive an award from Margaret Sanger, a woman who despised the black race and wanted to exterminate us by abortions?
In 1966, the Planned Parenthood Federation of America gave its first Margaret Sanger Award to Martin Luther King Jr.
You heard that. The first Margaret Sanger Award. And no one said anything and no one batted an eye.
In his acceptance speech, which was delivered by his strong and wonderful wife, Coretta, Dr. King wrote, "Our sure beginning in the struggle for equality by nonviolent direct action may not have been so resolute without the tradition established by Margaret Sanger and people like her."
Martin Luther King receives a Margaret Sanger Award. And out of all people, Obama is speaking about this. How do these two things fit together whatsoever? Margaret Sanger is the creator of Planned Parenthood, a company that was created to exterminate the black race. So why in the world would Coretta Scott King be receiving an award from this woman on behalf of her husband? You know what else Margaret Sanger said? That she would have to reach the black community through the black preachers. Speaking of black preachers, did you know Martin Luther King did not believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ in the flesh and his virgin birth? Which, according to scripture, if the resurrection didn't happen, then it nullifies our entire faith. Thus, Martin Luther King was not a Christian. He actually didn't believe in the gospel of the Bible, but he believed the social gospel. It was a way to use the morality and principles of Christianity, but to deny the divinity thereof, and to use these things not to seek a heavenly kingdom, but rewards here on earth.
Galatians 1:9. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you, then ye have received, let him be accursed. Wow, that's powerful. And this brother's absolutely right, man. But again, I gotta, invoke the words of Vince Everett Ellison, man. He wrote a book called The Iron Triangle. He talked about it. This is a game plan that these people have been using for quite some time. Those of you that are not familiar with the Iron Triangle is the Black preacher, the Black community organizer, and the Black politician. And they've been using that triangle, that group of individuals, to push Black folks to continue to support their own demise. Think about this. The people that, people hail as such a great individual received an award, the first of its kind, the Margaret Sanger Award. His wife accepted it and gave the speech on his behalf. Do you not understand that Planned Parenthood and pregnancy termination is responsible for 20 million pregnancy terminations of just Black children, not to include the amount of death and destruction that, that organization has caused, just in general. But think about that, man. You have people still out here willing to cape for these folks. You have people out here, you look at Kamala Harris. She went over there, and stood with Planned Parenthood. And yet you still have people out here willing to support this group and to support these people. I don't understand it at all.
I said, man, every time I think about all the Black people I know who got killed, not one of them was killed by a person who wasn't Black, right? Thought about the corporate plantation, how much stress Black people experience on the corporate plantation, because everybody, if you listen to people on TV, they'll be like, well, the reason the Black men have a hard time is because they all might get shot by the police. And I thought about it and I said, well, I don't disagree with that, but I only talk to a cop about once every 2 or 3 years, but I talk to my boss every damn day.
I actually disagree with that. The police are Black people's least concern.
So it's the microaggressions. And not to say those other things don't matter, but I think sometimes they get us scared of all the wrong stuff. And then when it comes to the stuff that's really taking us out, nobody talks about that. I've had an extraordinarily large number of Black friends who have been killed. Give me a guess if you know what Black person who lost his life and got like somebody unalive that person. Give me a yes if you're in this. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't mean to start the day all sad, but I was thinking about that. And I said, man, every time I think about all the Black people I know who got killed, not one of them was killed by a person who wasn't Black, right? Her husband stabbed her 100 times in front of their freaking daughter. I know her daughter. Her daughter is traumatized. And it's like, and they called the family. I'm gonna tell you, this is just me being honest. The family reached out to Ben Crump and they're like, okay, Black Lives Matter and all that other stuff. We got a Black life. We got a Black woman. She's a smart woman. She was a Delta, a leader in the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, and just a wonderful person. And they're like, yeah, and this horrible thing happened to her. And apparently Crump's office they didn't take the case. They weren't interested. And it wasn't like there wasn't evidence. I mean, the man had a freaking bloody knife in his hands. It's like, it was terrible. And I was like, oh, so are you really telling me that if she had been killed by a white man, y'all will be on the case? like y'all be on it. Like, oh, we got this racism. But it's a Black person, like, oh, there's nothing to see here. Just another dead Negro. Just got killed by a Black man. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. That is pretty much what it is. They only care if they can use it to further push this racism agenda. It's sad. I'm glad that there's a lot of people that are starting to wake up and get hip to the game. We know Black Lives Matter is, we know what they are. We know what Ben Crump is. We know what Al Sharpton is. We know what all of these race grifting, race hustling individuals. Booker T. Washington, the brother over my shoulder over here, he called them out way back when. Again, the more things change, the more things stay the same. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. In the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.